Oh, gather round, my darlings, and let me tell you the tragic tale of Harvey Mudd College, Claremont, a place where dreams go to wither like flowers in a desert. Ah, where do I even begin? Picture this. You arrive, hopeful, bright-eyed, clutching your acceptance letter like a golden ticket, only to realize too late that it was written in invisible ink, and the magic was just a cruel illusion. First, let us speak of the housing. The housing. It is not a dormitory, but a punishment. A grim little box where the walls press in like the jaws of a trap. The rooms are so small, you could stretch out your arms and touch both sides at once. The ceilings loom low, heavy with the collective sighs of exhausted students who have wept into their textbooks. The beds are stiff as church pews, the mattresses thin as a politician's promises, and the walls. They are painted in the color of despair, a shade I like to call institutional beige. A hue scientifically proven to drain the soul. You will wake each morning feeling like a prisoner in your own life, and no amount of fairy lights or posters can mask the suffocating weight of it all. But wait, it gets worse. The food, my dearest listeners, is an abomination. The dining hall serves what can only be described as sadness on a tray. The scrambled eggs are rubbery, the pancakes tough as shoe leather, the coffee thin and bitter like regret. The vegetables are boiled into submission, their nutrients and will to live long since extinguished. You will stand in line, clutching your tray, waiting for your turn to fill your stomach with edible disappointment, surrounded by the hollow-eyed stares of your peers. You will eat in silence, chewing mechanically, wondering if this is all life has to offer. And oh, the professors. Brilliant, yes, but brilliant like a diamond, cold, hard, and utterly incapable of warmth. They will lecture in tones so dry, you could use their voices to cure meat. They will assign readings dense enough to build a fortress with, and then act surprised when you crumble beneath the weight of their expectations. You will spend nights hunched over your desk, textbooks spread before you like an unending battlefield, wondering why you ever thought you were smart enough for this place. Then there are the people. The culture here is a paradoxical nightmare, competitive as a gladiator pit, yet pretending to be supportive as a knitting circle. The students are brilliant, yes, but socially, how do I put this gently? They are like robots programmed by someone who has only read about human interaction in a manual. You will attempt conversation, only to be met with blank stares or awkward silences so profound, you will question if you have accidentally stepped into a David Lynch film. And let us not forget the administration, a faceless entity, indifferent as a brick wall. You will beg for help, for understanding, for just a shred of mercy, and they will respond with the bureaucratic equivalent of a shrug. Your emails will go unanswered, your concerns dismissed, your cries for help lost in the void. The workload. It is not merely difficult, it is punishment. It is not education, it is torture disguised as learning. You will lose sleep, not just a few hours here and there, but entire weeks. You will forget what sunlight feels like, what a full night's rest is like. You will become a ghost of yourself, hunched over your laptop in the dim glow of the library, wondering if this is what success was supposed to feel like. And worst of all, the loneliness. Oh, the terrible, gnawing loneliness. You will walk among crowds of people and feel utterly unseen. You will laugh at forced traditions, pretend to enjoy niche activities, and smile through the ache of isolation.
You know, it's kind of surreal, the things you stumble upon when you're just trying to understand the world around you, especially in a place like Claremont, near Harvey Mudd College. It's supposed to be this hub of innovation and learning, but beneath that veneer, there's this whole other layer of, well, let us just call it the less shiny side of things. So imagine you're a tourist, right? You've come all the way to Claremont, maybe to visit the college or just to enjoy the Californian sun. You're walking down the street, and you see these brick and mortar stores, all welcoming and promising a great shopping experience. But you know what they say, not all that glitters is gold. Take, for instance, this massive retail theft that went down not too long ago. It was like something out of a movie. These stores, they were just minding their own business, and then bam, they were hit by a sophisticated scam ring. Millions of dollars in merchandise just gone. And the way they did it, it was almost elegant in a twisted sort of way. They conned elderly folks into buying gift cards, which were then used to fund this whole operation. Can you imagine? You think you're helping someone out, and it turns out you're fueling a criminal empire. I can help but feel for the seniors, you know. They're just trying to live their lives, and then they get caught up in this web of deceit. It's like watching your grandparent get tricked by some slick salesman. It makes you wonder what happened to the simple days when a promise meant something. And the fallout, it's like ripples in a pond. The victims, they were probably still reeling, trying to make sense of it all. They trusted and they were betrayed. They be second-guessing everyone's intentions from now on. As for the scammers, well, they had their fun, but chances are they going to get what's coming to them. The law's got a long arm, and it tends to reach out and grab you when you least expect it. But it doesn't stop there, does it? Because there's always someone ready to exploit the system, to take advantage of the trusting nature of people. Another scam, targeting the very same demographic, hits the same area. It's like these criminals don't even care who they hurt, as long as they get their payday. You've got to wonder, what happens to these elderly victims after the news cameras stop rolling? Do they find a way to recover, or does this mark the beginning of a long, hard road? And the scammers, they might be sitting pretty for a while, but their days are numbered. It's just a matter of time before karma catches up with them, and they have to face the music. It's a sad state of affairs when you can even enjoy a simple shopping trip without looking over your shoulder. And for what? A few dollars. It's just not worth it, you know. We're all just trying to make it in this world, and to have someone take advantage of that. It's just wrong. So if you're listening to this and you're planning a trip to Claremont, just be careful. Keep your wits about you. Enjoy the beauty of the place, the spirit of innovation at Harvey Mudd College, but remember, there's a shadow side to every paradise. And if you see something that doesn't quite sit right with you, speak up. Because at the end of the day, we've got to look out for each other. That's the only way we're going to get through this life intact.
Businesses near Harvey Mudd College in Claremont have a reputation for being unreliable, poorly managed, and often disappointing. The area is plagued by establishments that seem more interested in taking your money than providing quality service. If you are expecting a pleasant experience here, you are setting yourself up for frustration. Let us start with the general state of shopping and dining near the college. Many businesses appear outdated, understaffed, and incapable of basic customer service. Take Montclair Place, for example. This mall is a disaster waiting to happen. The air conditioning rarely works, leaving shoppers to sweat while navigating stores that cannot even keep their operating hours updated. Family bathrooms are locked, forcing parents to beg security for access just to change a diaper. And if you thought you could relax in the food court, think again. Starbucks employees would rather chat than serve customers. The parking lot is a hotspot for suspicious activity, adding an extra layer of stress to an already unpleasant visit. Then there is the DoubleTree by Hilton Hotel Claremont, a place where cleanliness is clearly not a priority. Guests report rooms smelling like mildew, stained bedding, and bathroom curtains that look like they have not been washed in years. The management seems indifferent, offering half-hearted refunds rather than fixing the problems. For the price of a stay here, you could book somewhere else and still have enough left over for therapy. Food options are just as bleak. Saka's Mediterranean cuisine serves dishes that barely qualify as Mediterranean. The portions are tiny, the hummus tastes watered down, and the staff could not care less about dietary restrictions. One customer with a tomato allergy was simply told the kitchen could not accommodate her, as if allergies were an inconvenience rather than a medical concern. If coffee is what you need, steer clear of Iron Kin coffee. The lines are unnecessarily long. The staff is rude, and the drinks are nothing special. Some employees even refuse to serve customers if they arrive too close to closing time. Meanwhile, the overnight oats have been described as sour and nearly inedible. The Whisper House, despite its charming name, is a masterclass in disappointment. The food is bland, the service is inconsistent, and the owner has been known to kick out customers for daring to complain about poorly prepared dishes. Even something as simple as a side of ranch becomes a battle, because charging extra for basic